395 kHz, full signal on 7490, and they said that they're going to get a small portable radio to tune into the broadcasts on as well. So thank you, and I always appreciate reception reports on that radio as well. You know, to share a few thoughts briefly, I know I have this cold, and as I was recording this broadcast, I couldn't help but think a little bit of some of my frustrations. You know, I was thinking to myself, you know, I wish I didn't have this cold. I wish I didn't have the pain in my throat. I wish I didn't have the congestion. I wish I didn't have the fogginess and the tiredness and just the overall weakness. I wish I could smell better. I wish I could enunciate without the pain. I wish I could enjoy some of my favorite foods without pain. You know, I had these frustrations that I was kind of venting to myself mentally. And I was thinking, you know what, I wish I didn't get sick. I was saying, you know, I wish I just didn't do whatever it was that got me sick. Wish I was more careful when I was at the airport walking around. I wish I washed my hands after I touched whatever. I wish I was more careful when I was moving those boxes and more wary of the dust, or whatever. And I was getting into a very self-accusatory mood. I think a lot of us do when we get sick, you know. We pretty much just have ourselves to blame, so it seems. We think, well, why did I get sick? Well, it's obviously because I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. I should have known that this coworker was sick. I shouldn't have, whatever. Should have done this, should have done that, should have checked in with the doctor more. And we can't help but sometimes get frustrated when we aren't feeling the best. We're upset, of course, by all of the inconveniences, minor or major, posed by the cold. Can't help it. Of course you're frustrated. Nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it was something important that I kind of reminded myself on, and I'd like to just share with all of you. When you get a cold, now it could be anything. It could be just a small little thing. It could be like the sore throat that I have. It can be the wintertime flu, whatever it is. I know we want to blame ourselves for it and we want to beat ourselves up for it. But please don't. It's very blunt to say that, I know. But think of it this way, right? We look back. A lot of the time, we don't even know what caused it. For instance, do I know exactly where I picked up this sore throat? No, I don't. I could merely guess. Well, maybe the person next to me on the plane was sick when I was on that flight. I don't know, maybe the person in the seat before me in the waiting area in the airport was sick. I don't know. I could only take my guesses. But in reality, I don't know. And then I think to myself, if any of those situations were true, I didn't know of that at the time. It was an honest mistake. What did I know? I didn't know that the person next to me was sick, or that the person who had the seat before me was sick, or the person before me in line in the TSA security briefing was sick. I didn't know that. So why am I beating myself up over something that I had no control over whatsoever? Yes, we have our frustrations with the illness, but we shouldn't take those frustrations out on ourselves, because we had no control over the matter, nor should we take those frustrations out on anyone else either, because most likely the people who were sick probably had no control over how they got sick either. Unless, like, someone who you knew was sick and very deliberately sneezed in your face, then you could say, you know, come on, you did this to me, you know, but by and large, a lot of the times when we get these colds, it's caused by things we had no control in, no reason to get upset or angry at ourselves or others for causing these colds, getting us sick, etc., etc. I just find that to be an unnecessary cause of frustration, and I think especially when we're feeling under the weather, any additional stress and anger and frustration isn't any better, I'll say that. It's best to just kind of look forward to things, say, you know what, I know I don't feel the best right now. I'm just going to take it easy, rest as best I can, you know, be kind on myself, not exert myself too much, Drink lots of water, try and eat as best I can, take those vitamins and medicine, and just know that this isn't going to last forever. This is merely a finite event. It's going to be gone before you know it, and soon I'll just be looking back at this thinking, you know what, I wasn't a fan of it, but it's over now, and here I am feeling better, being able to enjoy things as I was able to before. That's how I try and look at it, and I know it's hard. It was something I was thinking about just minutes ago, but it's something that I wanted to share with each and every one of you, to try your best, at least, to try to maintain some sort of a positive attitude in terms of sickness and illness and colds and all of that, because I know it can just get to you. I know it's gotten to me. Just a few thoughts on that matter. Well, now